Good morning, everybody. Getting set for our new guitar program. Um, let's see. I'm going to go post the link over on the website. The website is denverguitarorchestra.com. And today we will be playing. What are we playing today? Maybe we'll find that out. Let's see. Copy. Tweet. And then I'm going to go to here, edit this page. Sorry guys, it's brand new. I took last week off. I'm out of the groove. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So today we're playing Row, Row, Row Your Boat, which is song 4 out of book 1. We're playing Deo out of book 2, Braum's Lullaby out of book 3, Imagine, Wonderful World, and Silent Night, all out of the Christmas book. And I know those only Silent Night is actually a Christmas tune. Not bold, pink. But the others, we only hear them during Christmas time anyway, so it's fine to play them. Consider them Christmas tunes. Update. All right, so that's updating. And then I'm going to type in YouTube. Let's see. I'm playing. What did I say? Row your boat. Deo, comma, we're playing Braum's. How do you spell it? Is there 2 A's? Braum's. I don't know how to do this. Hold on. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to get this till we get it right. Braum's. How do you spell Braum's? I'm having a brain meltdown. Braum's. I have it misspelled on the page. That's nice. Braum's. It does not have a chord there. The apostrophe. I haven't spoken to anybody in a week, and so I am a mess. Copy. All right, let's put that here. Control V. Braum's Lullaby. Imagine. Wonderful World. Come on. Silent Night. Period. There's the link. At YouTube. All right. Tweet. All right, so we're going to tweet that. All right, so we tweeted that. We go home. Let's see, that's lovely. We can just tweet that. Farmer Ted, sound check. Check, 100%. Hello, Farmer Ted. Farmer Ted, I have no email address in my book for you. How is that possible? I was like, the only way I know to get a hold of that guy is on Facebook. And you don't even have the right name there either. So I know, right? Thanks for helping me with this. Farmer Ted, send me an email so I can send you an email. I can't even believe I don't have your email in my book anymore. I guess I can believe it. Things are, you know how it is. Let's see. We're gonna play guitar today. What time is it? We won't play for 3 or 4 more minutes. So, good God. Oh, biz info. That's right. Well, I can't remember why you came up with that one. That's hilarious. Biz info. I'm going to put that in the book right now. Hold on. I'm going to go right over there. Let's see. Compose. Biz info. How is it possible now? Yahoo.com. And then I'm going to type something along the lines of "you suck," and then I'll say, "Hey, Farmer Ted!" Exclamation point. Send. All right. So now I have you in my book. That's very exciting. All right. Let's see. No hard with that. I know. Look at me. Right? We're getting to an age where this stuff is harder than it used to be. Right? Okay. I can't get it. There's that. Got to get the lighting right on this thing. Today's the quiz, right? Elizabeth, still on vacation. Oh, you are still on vacation? Awesome. Hopefully, I think, Elizabeth, just not playing for a little while is probably super, super smart idea. Get those hands back in order. Let them settle down and just be happy. you know. Let's see here. I don't need harmonica stuff yet. We got all new schedule today. We are doing guitar first, then baritone ukulele second, then harmonica third, and then 2 classes of ukulele. And that will give me the afternoons off where I can actually get some work done. And theoretically, anyway. I've been having to wake up at crazy hours to get everything up and running and posted. And so now I know with the new system that if it ain't up there by bedtime, it ain't getting up there. So the only thing I have left to do tonight, I have Ukulele Orchestra, and I have posted none of their sheet music yet because of stinking baritones. So I'll get that straightened out for everybody. And let's see. These classes will be small. We'll have lost a couple of people from switch over from the afternoon class to the morning class. That's okay. I'm not really here to worry about that. I'm here to play all of these songs each day for myself to get better and talk to whoever shows up about getting them better, and frankly to give me a reason to continue to write guitar sheet music. And so that's what we'll be doing until hopefully I die, which I don't know, maybe sooner than you'd think. Got all this weird stuff. Went to the dermatologist and got all this weird stuff frozen on my face. So I have a pockmarked face today. What else is going on? I took last week off. It was, you imagine when you take a week off, you're like, oh, I'm going to get all this stuff done. Got a couple of things done, not anywhere near the amount of stuff I thought I was going to get done, but that's how it works, right? All right. Who knows? Let's see what else. I rearranged the desk a little bit. So I got this little plastic doodad to put all my harmonicas in. I'm now there's a little drawer here. It has all of the markers for this. I'm telling you, things are happening here at DenverGuitarOrchestra.com. And I have lots and lots of places to put my drinks now. Of course, at the moment, my drink is not on one of these little doodads. See how these little things you put your drink on? There we go. Evelyn, welcome in, Evelyn. I'm babbling, waiting till 9:05 to start the class. So I had some technical challenges with the camera first thing this morning, but it's up and running now. You get by these USB things where you can have multiple USB ports because they don't put enough USB things on computers anymore, and they don't work. That's one thing. I have one here that's not working. I have one at the office that's not working, and I have one in Donna's room that's kind of works. So so who knows? Crazy. As long as the sound works and the video mostly works, you're not here to look at me anyway. Mostly we're here to play music today. So the main songs today are going to be we are going to get all the way through everything today. So at some moment, I'm going to start talking. In 1 minute, I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to race through all of the work that we have to do today. So let's go ahead and get row your boat up. My intention is on these these 9 a.m. classes, you probably don't need me yapping at you too much. Probably mostly we just want to play through the music, figure out those places that are a struggle. You guys will ask me if you have questions about, hey, what's going on with this moment in the song or whatever. But for the most part, I'd like to play a little bit more and talk a little bit less. That's my mantra. And it's easy to say, easy for me to say, not so easy to do. So let's get tuned up. Let's get going. All right. Oops. Ouch. I just smashed my teeth in. Come on. You can do this. You can tell when the batteries start to go bad. It stops cooperating. Let's go with a different one. It's not going to cooperate. Put that over there. Let's try this guy. There it is. I forgot to put this back in I was using it this week. Forgot to put it back in the humidified closet. So it's been sitting under the heat all morning. All last night and this morning. there we go. All right. Who's tweeting at me? Let's get going. Sometimes I worry if I hear this going off that somebody's having trouble getting logged in. Today it's our friend Pat. He likes to send us the joke of the day from whatever goofy radio station he listens to. All right. Music theory review. Do you know the names here? Remember the line. Here's your pop quiz. Say it with me. First line. Every good boy deserves fudge. Okay. Remember on guitar, while it is written on a treble clef, your guitar sounds an octave below. So if you're working with software, you need to make sure you use the treble clef with the 8 on the bottom to make your software sound out correctly for a guitar. Very simple process. You just pick this clef with the 8 on the bottom and it'll work for you. This little line here is called a ledger line, and the note that is on the ledger line is a C. Your guitar goes all the way down to low E, and so that you will actually have to deal with 3 ledger lines underneath the treble clef to get to the low E. And the 4th ledger line, actually, if you do drop D tuning, the spaces, F, A, C, E. I always feel like it's sort of important to remember that there's a G sitting on top of that. That turns out to be a kind of handy thing to know. And there's your music theory thought of the day. All right. Tomorrow we'll learn what they look like on a piano, and then we'll start building how chords are created. So by using scales. All right. Row, row, row your boat. It's a D chord. Remember, you can sometimes strum, you can sometimes pluck, and you can sometimes arpeggio. All of those are legitimate ways to play the guitar. 1, 2. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat right across the lake. Don't stand up and rock the boat, oh, that's a big mistake. Row, whoops. Tread, tread, tread your axe, rock like you're a star. E-A-D-G-D, don't you dare mess with me, master of guitar. I think that's like the greatest lyric line ever. I always have to read it and be like, what did I write? All right. Someday I'll fix the second line of lyrics. They don't make any sense. Let's play the melody from the top. 1, 2. I just counted 2. 1, 2. Let's do it again. And then finally, if you're level 1, that's enough, right? You're just like, okay, that's plenty for me, moving on. If you're level 2, good morning, Pele. If you're level 2 and above, you should have no problem playing D chord, and you should have no problem picking out that melody. And at level 2, that's where we start talking about tough acts. If you're level 1, you don't need to be doing tough acts quite yet, okay? Let's give the tough acts a try for those of you level 2 and above. 1, 2. finish your last note, don't take this off until either the guitar has stopped ringing out or you have shut it down. Don't just yank your chord off. Always a poor performance skill. All right, so there's row, row, row your boat. Let's move on. Let's go grab, what's the next thing? Deo. Deo is actually kind of hard. I was playing it earlier. I'm like, geez, Louise, Gary, that doesn't feel like level 2 at all. So we'll go through it and play this a couple of different ways. By the way, Pele, I sent you a Shokin farewell. Hopefully you got it on your email. We're turning it into a Christmas song for harmonica this week. All right, Deo in 4. Okay, chords are D and A. D chord. These are both level 1 chord songs, or level 1 song, level book 1 song. These are chords out of book 1, and we're playing in book 2, so you should hopefully feel pretty solid on them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deo, Deo, daylight come and we wanna go home. Yo, Deo, daylight come and we wanna go home. Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Good 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Let's go ahead. Day-o. Day. Let's see if I get it right. Day-o. Day-o. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Day-o. Day-o. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Work all night and sit up. Daylight come and we wanna go home. All right, so obviously that song is outside of any hope of me being able to sing it. I think the one thing that I noticed, which is fascinating, is that the chord, I often want to change it at the end of each thought back to a D, but that's not how the song really goes. If you look at measure, the first 4 measures, Day-o, Day-o, daylight come and me wanna go, and you want to go back to D, which I did several times, but you don't do it here. Wanna go home. You get that weird sound like it's not quite finished, and then you finish it. And then on measure 8, you actually do finish it. So some places in the song you switch, and some places you don't. So it's fascinating. And of course, if you don't like it that way, you can always go in and make your adjustments as necessary, of course. There we go. All right, let's play the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? By Friday, I'll be able to play that a little bit cleaner. Yeah, so it moves along, and you've got to really hear the song in your head. I'm not paying any attention at all, really, to the timing, just trying to get that a little bit of a cool feeling into it. And so hopefully that's coming along for you. All right, level 2 people, you are working on tough acts, and so we'll play through it very slowly today just to make sure we know what we're doing. I'm moving kind of quickly because we got quite a bit of music to get through today. From the top, very slow. 1, 2, ready, play. Whoops, let me start again. Use your rush stroke to play, do not play string 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have an 11 there. And then we won't repeat that. I think that for me, the big challenge is getting, I got to continue to hear those lyrics in my head because otherwise there's a lot of 2s and 5s that just feel kind of randomly hitting after and coming after me. So probably that's be a helpful thought. The other thing is I was doing that just all pretty and soft with my thumb, right? And you may be better off on a plucking with this one. Daylight come and me. Right, to get a little bit more of that rhythmic feel into it. So you may want to practice that one as well with this. I'll do it both ways this week. We'll figure out which way sounds the best. Definitely a pretty challenging tune overall for level 2. So hopefully getting some of the coolness into that at the same time of just managing to survive the paperwork is important. All right, let's move on. Let's go on to Braum's Lullaby today. Braum's Lullaby is, I think, easier than your level 2 song today. Let's see. Go here. All right. Now, Braum's Lullaby, you got your A chord. Going to E7. Remember to lead with your index finger. Going back to A chord, again, leading. Probably middle finger's got to move down as well as your index finger returning. So that one we're probably leading with middle finger. You get to D chord, obviously lead with your middle finger down to that bottom string. Add your index and ring. Get back, you're leading with index. E7. And then page 2 is A, okay, and then down to D, A, D7, A. Okay. Again, I can't sing. Here we go. 1, 2. Lullaby and good night, with roses be dyed, with lilies be spread, his baby's wee bed. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Okay. Chord challenges there. They're basically level 1 chord songs. Instead of E, we're doing an E7, but remember, you're just lifting up your ring finger to get that. So the chords there are lovely, right? Not super complex. Let's go ahead and play the melody. And one of the things I'm noticing is I'm looking through the melody. Hey, I got no 1, so I'm probably going to play that in second position. That way it covers me all the way up to 5. And the big challenge with this one is because it's in A, you're going to get some 4s showing up. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Okay, you're going to be using your ring finger for a change. From the top. Do we use our ring finger a lot? We use our ring finger a lot. Never mind. Here we go. From the top, just the melody. 1, 2. Blew the last note. All right. So again, if you're level 1, that's something that's really, really laid out perfectly for you, right? Just play in second position, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You don't have to move anything else. Just remembering that you're in second position and letting your fingers just hang out and do the job that they need to do. And say with that one, playing a little bit slow, it's a lullaby, right? Don't rush it. Make it feel like, hey, I'm going to put the baby to sleep. We're supposed to get snow today, and the weather outside went from a quite lovely morning to now it's super scary and weird out there. All right, next up. Tough Acts. This is where a song like this really shines on guitar. You're probably, those of you guys that are working toward getting your classical chops together, you're probably tending to grab toward your claw in every situation, and I would probably encourage that in this song. But I also want you to take a minute just to play with your thumb straight down. It's absolutely wonderful on guitar. Just get the help, and just as much as possible, let these low 3 strings just ring. It'll kind of just cover everything up. It sounds beautiful. One of the really pretty songs on guitar. From the top, 1, 2. Let's go do it one more time. pretty? That's really, and you're playing Brahms, right? So it's not altogether terrible. And by the way, I misspelled the names of this. It's not Braum apostrophe S, it's Brahms apostrophe. So one of these days I will learn English and it will be better for everybody. All right, so there's Brahms Lullaby. All right, let's keep moving forward. I want to get up to everything if we can. Our level 4 tunes for today, I've already shut them down, are Imagine Wonderful World and Silent Night. So we're going to do them in reverse order in case we run out of time. I want to do Silent Night first. That should be a new download for you today. And let's just go through it, make sure we know what the heck we're going to be doing with that one. And we'll walk through all of the pieces of it today. Pretty much from here out, my brain is switched over to Christmas music, so you're going to be getting a ton. I know it's like Halloween just finished, and then the election just finished, and so now we are already like, what? It feels a little early, but Cozy, our local dentist office music station, has switched to entirely Christmas music. So the big thing with musicians, guys, is that you need to have your Christmas stuff ready by the day after Thanksgiving. Really, for those of you that are just playing in your life privately, you need to have your Christmas music ready. You know what songs you're going to be working on for the season by Thanksgiving. That way, in the event that you have somebody over and they're like, hey, man, I love it when you play guitar. Play me a few tunes. You would play Christmas tunes at Thanksgiving. So you really want to be ready for it then. And for those of you who hate Christmas music, I guess I say, gee, you're going to need to get over it. And for those of you that are in love with it, you're like, yep, we should have started it back in July. All right. With Silent Night, it gets pretty it gets a little Jesus-y toward verse 3, so we'll probably stick with repeating verse 1 a lot. But those of you who are into this as an actual religious thing, obviously this is a big deal for you. For those of us who are on that, realize you're not really. We as musicians are after playing this the melodies. This is 1818, so it's a little over 200 years old now. And songs that stick around for 200 years are usually pretty solid pieces of music. So let's go through it. Let's do the chords first. You got your G chord. You're gonna go to a D7, back to G. I'm gonna go grab a C chord. And that's every chord in there, okay? For those of you who are singers, remember you're going to be using your circle of fifths to figure out, hey, if I don't like singing it in G, then what are my other choices? The 3 chords in this, the main chord is G, so every time you see a G chord, you're in the key of G, then you count over. G is on your thumb, A, B, C is going to be in that song, and D is going to be in that song. In this case, we have D7s instead of Ds, but G, Cs, and D7s. So if you were like, I don't like singing it in the key of G, I'm going to try it in the key of A, you put an A here, A, B, C, and then you have D and E7 will be your 2 chords that you're going to use. If you don't like that, or everybody likes the key of D, D here, E, F, you're going to play with a G and an A7. So this business of 1, 4, 5 in your songs, it's in a musical theory thought that for those of you who are singers, this should be something that you just have down. Like you're like, okay, I don't like singing, and this song isn't fitting my voice. I'm going to try some of the other keys and figure out which ones work best. On guitar, your other one, of course, is putting E here, E, F, G, A, and B7. So E, A, and B7 are also very friendly. We'll stick with the key of G here and see how we do. From the top, 1, 2. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. And you go back can do it as many times as you want. That feels very high in my voice. You know, when you're going up to 7s and 8s, there's no hope that I'm going to have any ability to sing it in that key. But mess around with some of your other keys. Make sure you find the place. If you're a singer, it doesn't matter. Whatever key it is, it is. All right, let's play the melody from the top. 1, 2. Okay. And then the second time they come through, when you go to the second ending, I went up to the higher note. So it'd go, sleep, sleep in heavenly peace. Okay, so it goes the high G for your ending on melody. The one place I thought was a no-brainer, when you hit measure 10 and you have that 7, okay, give that a little wiggle to get that vibrato in there. Sleep in heavenly peace. It's really clear that should have some vibrato on it, and I think it sounds really nice. Look for those moments when you have a long note and you're sort of at a higher tenor on your instrument, and just drop in that a little bit of vibrato. Be working on that. It always makes you sound very professional when you do that. All right, tough acts. We got a lot of G chords coming, a lot of notes. And one of the things I've noticed in arranging for guitar is sometimes it feels too heavy down here. So normally I'll put in, right? And it feels like after a while, it feels like, oh my God, this thing has lost its mind. When are you sending out a Shokin farewell? I haven't sent it out because we're not doing it in guitar yet, but I'll send it out pretty soon, I think, probably for next week, Elizabeth. I haven't decided if I really like the song yet, so I'm debating. It's interesting. I didn't watch Civil War on PBS because I'm not a nerd, and he says proudly. So I have never seen the show that the song has been made famous from. So it does sound very Civil War-y. That is true. So I can see why it was on there, but I haven't decided I'm fully on board with it yet. I'll get on board with it. Don't worry. Probably next week. Now I was confused. Oh, what we were talking about. Okay, and this starts to feel kind of heavy. So when you see particular G chords and E chords, if you decide, you know what, I don't want the guitar starting to feel really wobbly, don't hit these upper 2 strings again. Just hit strings 4, 3, and whatever else you're supposed to hit, and just let them kind of fade out. And when you're doing the arrangement, it's real easy. I can put in the whole G chord there, and you do it. But when you actually go through and play it, sometimes it just feels heavy and clunky. And so just be mindful. You don't have to play every single note in the arrangement. If the guitar, like if you're on a cheap guitar, you probably want to play everything. If you're on a good guitar, the chances are that thing's going to be still ringing out and letting that and letting those dark, heavy tones fade into oblivion is a good tactic, I think. All right, let's walk through it, and then we'll play through it a couple of times. So nice G chord, and O3. Lose your ring finger. A couple of decorative notes again. Your high D7 is 2 5s and a 7. Doesn't that sound pretty? And then go to your low D7. The big G chord with both fingers. Regular C chord. your pinky at 3. I'm just going to abandon my chord to get the 2 and then go back to my G chord. O3. Couple of zeros. Nice C chord. H2. Again, the high D7. Got your pinky on 8. Then lose the pinky. And then a full G chord. Slide up and hit the 7. Regular D chord probably. Go grab the 1. G chord. Okay, so let's play it through 2 times from the top. Ready, go. One more time through. Second ending. Isn't that pretty? That's a nice piece of music. Wouldn't matter what the subject matter is. That's going to sound nice, right? So that's what I think I know on Silent Night. And let's go play. That should give you plenty to keep you busy for the next couple days, right? Let's go grab Imagine. Okay. One of the things I noticed, I thought this would be the perfect setup, and now it's showing up way too much. I'm gonna have to raise up the computer even higher. The computer feels like it's on the roof. All right, let's play John Lennon or Yoko Ono, depending on how you feel about it. Remember, measure 2. And don't play it so fast that you can't pull off. Okay, so you want to play it. You want to try to get that ending of measure 2 and measure 4 right. Everything else in the song isn't terribly too difficult. All right, from the top. 1, 2. Let's do it 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. doing? Let me start again. I was so busy worried about my sneeze, thinking I can fight it off, that I blew the strings. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Sorry, guys. Where am I? I'm going to pause just for a second. Donna walked in and she's staring at me. She would never do this unless it was kind of important, and I'm losing my mind. No, hold on one sec. Yes, dear.
I just wanted to talk maybe when you're done about maybe rearranging order of lessons tomorrow.
Oh, we have to rethink the schedule. I will send you an email if it gets substantial, but okay. All right. We will be talking very briefly about that. If I send you an email saying, hey, there might be so one, make sure you've been to denverguitarorchestra.com and putting your name into the email thing it's on the upper right. No, it's right on the front page, right in the middle. So make sure your email address is on there. If I have to change lessons, I'm not sure why I'd have to do that yet. I'll talk to her. All right, let's go to measure 18. Sorry, guys. Measure 18. I was playing it terrible anyway. It's a good time to stop. Measure 18 from the top. Measure 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top. Let's go back. You know what? I've completely destroyed this song today. She walked in. I'm like, oh God, did somebody die? Let's play it one time from the top to the bottom, and we'll call it good for the day. How about that? And we'll start with tomorrow. We will start with Wonderful World. But let's see if I can clean this up just a little bit for you guys, a little bit better. Top to bottom. Don't do the repeat. 1, 2, ready, play. So clearly, I have not been practicing Imagine, and I will. I spent a little bit of time working on the F chords in certain areas, but I did not come up with final decisions on the rest of it. So good thing we have a few weeks to work on it. So there's that. A lot of music today. Hopefully something made sense that I said. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Pauline walked in. I had to bring the car in for airbag. Oh no. Yeah, probably best to have your airbag not be a bad one, right? So glad you're here, Pauline. You bet, Evelyn. Glad you're here. Elizabeth, thanks, Sarah. You must watch out for at least part of the Civil War to making. All right, awesome. Yeah, so I will. I'm gonna. We studied the Civil War in high school for AP English or AP History, and so I actually am a big Civil War. I find it very interesting and very sad. So, all right, guys, I'm going to pull the plug. I'm going to find out what Don wants to talk about with terms of schedule, and I will send you guys an email if we have to do anything dramatic. Nancy, you're welcome. Pele, I did receive a sugar farewell. Thank you. More thoughts and. Okay, so we're actually going to play a Shokin Farewell in Harmonica today. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, thanks for everything. I will see you all tomorrow. Look in your email box in case we need to adjust the schedule. So talk to you later. Bye.